a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. To hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. To hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a James to hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. James to hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. dreams and skies are blue. No more chains to hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a run.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my stream. For those of you tuning in for the first time, my name is Cassie Morgan. I'm a hitchhiking drifter VTuber, and tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV again. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course we're stuck in a queue. Finally. Okay. Now, last time, I think we were tasked with trying to catch a wild llama. I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. But would you mind taking a sniff for me just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. Hey, I saw that look. Oh, well look. Grandville wishes to discuss the feat of gold. Those of Clement help demonstrate the Valley alpacas are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. And they're playing this silly music too. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel. In the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting a guild, that comes to around 1 million or so. Mayhap if we all pitch in. Oh, come on. No, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money somehow. In that case, that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel. In the thousands, in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for even more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. Oh my god, that's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pel into 1,000,000? That's 10,000 times more. That's capitalism. Designed to increase wealth. We need 10,000 pel, not 1,000,000, so we're looking at 100 times more. Oh right, I panicked and got it confused with Alphino's million gil. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again. Mablu, I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat like you asked. As long as Luke Lamont goes alone to capture Alpaca, she's free to accept assistance with whomever she likes. Hooray, let's see about getting you that saddle then, Third Promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yeah, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly, although Cassie, I think you should go with Lamont. We've seen markets and bazaars the world over and surely have stage devices, sure. I wouldn't say that, but whatever. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or is soiled in some way, I have nothing to bargain with. As if I do such a thing. But I'll leave the wool with Cassie anyway. The better to keep my hands free. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, Sadler. We won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much we'll accept for his wares. Okay, I just want to double check something. Yep, okay. Why do they wear those masks anyways? Something I can do for you? You come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. Like saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. See, this is why money was invented. So we wouldn't have to carry a whole bunch of stuff to exchange for what we want, you know? Instead of having to drag. Now, what that might that be? Miss Cal, I like to nurse a cup at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff, and you've got yourself a deal. We wouldn't have to keep wandering. But this bodes well for us. Third promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in 1,000 column. Hold on. Did you say third promise? Then my offer has changed. This saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at least. Oh, you fucking 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who's made my business proper. Zaral Jah will go to war, and his cavalry will need saddles, lots of saddles. Oh my god. It's nothing personal, third promise, but I won't sell you my crop for anything less than my asking price. This is what happens when politics get involved in business. Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring in more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Any of these Pelu pray for your victory with Lamat. The younger ones, though, to them strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still others are unsatisfied with the quiet prosperity and crave the future, the second promise inventions. They've become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the first promise is plans for conquest, and for them opportunities for great profit. What about you, Mablu? Aren't you the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yakui ruled our village. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn Servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I'd better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed, we just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for a trade on the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Tuliola on the line. Then neither will I. We will make you Dawn servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration, so let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. But yeah, it's gonna be right. Like, the trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid to the throne, for instance. Oh. Missed opportunity. Of course, the Weaver. Bolnock was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision he was here to buy wool. Oh, isn't that convenient? I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to the road where we first met him. Why am I going on foot? This is the spot after Bolnock talked to us. He walked off to the south. Then he was probably going to Kublo's Inn. Most visitors who watch Pelu end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? Can I have that basket, Cassie? Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Well, Nock, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Third promise, you wish to do business with me? And I ask what this is all about. I see, so the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Oh, my ass hurts. Peace in Tyrol is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledge to preserve that peace within the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that would easily fetch 5 pel. In the hundreds, Colin. That's very generous, Bolnock. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe we quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Yeah, I was going. No, only because Cassie remembered our weir friend. All I did was hand over the wool. Yeah, it's gonna be a long chain of deals, isn't it? That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading, one which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Cassie, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Aaronville would never let me hear the end of it. I'm sworn to remember that's what Lydia says when you try to have her carry your stuff. That's that part. Fuck. Excellent trade. Oh, that's new. 6. You've traded a 100 pel basket of alpaca wool for a 500 pel wool poncho. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock his shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They aren't wearing one? That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mamuja, but we hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Lansguard or sellswords. Mamuja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. So even if they have bared shoulders, Mamuja carrying arms can be struck off the list. I kind of want to choose this one just to see what happens. Tell me, who among those gathered travelers do you think might be amenable to a proposal? So professional fighters like those of the Landsguard would have little interest, though the same could be said of any Tirali who provided traders ease of movement in their work. Hey, this one. This one's already fully dressed, an artisan or peddler perhaps, come to rest after visiting Wachun Pello, like Bolnak would be my guess. Well, he doesn't look like he's has weapons. That Momoja's arm could be a Dopro courier. I've seen them flying their rivers, and those types aren't fond of excessive clothing either. Let's see, no coat or cloak, but also no weapon. Oh, we might have a winner. Hello there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine. Believe me, I was attacked by beasts on the way here. Barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so it was not so lucky. I'm actually a toolmaker from Tuliolo, and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Pellu I am a man who takes pride in his appearance, and therefore his work as well. Now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. What a splendid poncho. This would be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. We'd be willing to part with it, if you'd like to make a trade for one of your fine tools, perhaps. What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. The blades look sharp, but half well made. I value it at 1 pel in the thousands column. Alright, we're halfway there. Oh, 500 to 1,000, we have a deal. Wonderful. Fine garments such as this would put me on even footing with any pillow merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Miplu's mate garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate, and I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter, I am to have met you. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Miplu's mate garden we go. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. Nah. These ones will be a calm type, right? I don't know. Excellent trade. Except you traded 100 pel wool poncho for 1,000 pel hatchet. Actually, we're not really halfway there. It's like less than a quarter way there. Well then, recognizing that toolmaker is a potential customer. If you have a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. Alright. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is a safe area, isn't it? God damn it. Oh well, they don't really clash that much with my outfit. Okay. Before you get moving, you should be the one to pull this. That I suppose you should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. Ready to go? Let's mount up. Alright. Oh, okay. It looks like oh. We don't spit. Please don't spit. Okay, so they get move on their own. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for writing no matter what you say. Without our pack of fence, we probably wouldn't have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across your all? Oh, we had chocobos, so... I swear, that mountain is too tall to be real. Walkers Amore, wasn't that the name? A fortificating sight, isn't it? I've never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there, to the highlands belonging to the Yakui. So, Mablou, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for ranch work? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle, though, then it'd be proof that I can do all this after all. In that case, you'd best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I send the alpacas back to Ukluvo's inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. You will. I'll be riding Vagabond. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Probably took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. You need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. As it's meat harvesting season, you can't have too many quality hatchets. Add to that Wukulamat's way with people, you should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Meeply herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise, and let's go get to bargaining. Hold on. You have that little axe for me? Thanks, now to see what we can get for it. You're Meeplu, the owner of these fields. I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, the Third Promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan. The razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. The sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the 1,000 column, same price as the hatchet. This deal would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Meeplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We've missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming. We'll no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wukamat. That is why I am prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this, then? If we were to help bring in the harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Kona's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the fields. You can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Oh, my ass. Added value to tips the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? Yeah, I'll throw in a toaster. You can rest here if you like. Mabu, Cassie, and I have mate together. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then. And mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Alright. There we go. Someone's riding clouds, so my motor... Oh, I can't talk. Motorcycle. Oh, it was the wrong button. You brought me some leaves then? An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fared before I make any decisions, though. Here we brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I'm prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate bought at the shop. One sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. Okay, we finally made it. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. Mobley, what's wrong? It says that I was saying before, even after everything Tobley's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. Fucking bots. I'll get rid of you after this. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobley to accept my decision then? So you intend to give up then? I can't. After getting a taste of real trading, I want to be a merchant more than ever. Then you'll just have to be honest. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Truel's peace, and becoming Dawn Servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobley held the same opinion, so talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. First, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel. No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Bargain our way into double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Koana and Zoralja? I mean, of course I am. I'm Uklamat of the Dawn's Promise, after all. Why am I... Oh, what's my trade? Just as you trade a 1,000 pellet hatchet for a 5,000 pellet sack of top grade meat leaves. Okay, now to take care of that goddamn bot. Fuck off. Uklamat has your eye on a jug of premium mezcal. Before you go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Renville's point. Ready then? Our next stop is the mezcal distillery. Wait, I could've just teleported back there. Whatever. Who wants to speak with a man by the name of Gobley? Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as the master of the craft. He knows the value of his products, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Cassie, perhaps Uklamat could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Me, I'm a chef from Tuliolal. I often come here to buy Gobley's mezcal. I find it's natural, according to my customers. He always brings out a jug of stirring our meat dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It'd be nice to have less potent refreshments during such conversations, else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. There's not much I can say about Gobley, but I can tell you that what Gobley's been saying. The other day he was muttering about monsters prowling around agave jaws. That's what the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients, and thus the price of this product a boon, some might argue. But it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Yeah. Bobley might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it that he's been invited to the palace for business for negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of the sun perch. Okay, so he's going to need us to kill some things and to give him a new outfit. So, that's what I deduced. So, what did you find out? So I realized the DNA has been tampered with. Oh, you can make use of all those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead, and I'll bring Lamont. Okay, I want to see. Wait, where the hell? Oh, I see. You have business with me, Adam? Why don't we talk down to Lilith so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Oh, they're playing the silly music again. Now, what's this about? Keep it brief, if you would. I'm a busy man. You're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. An excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have Pel, but we have we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's got top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal, just like that. Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't you sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Don't do it. Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? Let's go with this one. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hobigo chief, is the same. A Hobigo chief is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Ah, you're right, absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hobigo friend, but did not realize that I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, so no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Should we offer to kill the monsters causing them trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. That's right. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with their presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If a mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I could secure the deal. Oh, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared. And first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Volok Shunsa. It would be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime simply for a want of proper garments. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer, something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnock, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliolol. As a supporter of Wuklamat and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit his this golden occasion. It's certainly a tempting proposal, and one which should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Okay, we're finally trying to play our hand. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Julie, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring that state expense and the introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Yes, I need to come around. Give us a moment. Cassie and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnock. The fields you're looking for are just north of Wachinpelo. Be safe. Okay. I think it's down here. Or, no. Ah, shit. Yeah, it's this way. No. That should be agave jaws, just over there. It'll go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you've finished clearing out your share of this pass. Yeah, now I think about it. Right, about the emu war in Australia. It would have gone a lot, what do you call it? Right, instead of, like, getting the military to do it, the farmers could just hire people to, like, guard their crops, you know? That's what cowboys did before barbed wire. Ah, shit, I forgot. Shit. What the hell? Okay. Okay, I feel like I need to... Okay, I guess. Okay, that was an interesting encounter. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this has no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Mablu the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Wait, why am I going on? I can just teleport back. Those monsters are no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have the sack of these. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobley. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Bolnak as agreed. Then the deal's done. Here. Your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, their promise. Let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand for now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Success, you've been traded the 5,000 pel sack for top grade mate leaves for a 10,000 pel jug premium mezcal. Alright, now let's get that goddamn saddle. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held a 10,000 pel jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you'd better hold on to it until you get to the saddle maker. Yeah, definitely. Haha, can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Don't jinx us, Mablu, you fucking little shit. Luckily, Havli's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. This is it, the trade we've been working towards. Phew, it's still in one piece, right? Time to make our deal. Get your tools ready, Saddler. You brought your precious mezcal. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing. A few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant but Zeralja, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. Yep, a deal's a deal. Now pay up. Trade is a fair one. I will craft your saddle. Third promise. Great. Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. I mean, can someone... now if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. I can taste that smooth mezcal already. We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only a 100-pellet basket of alpaca wool. I believe you are going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, Third Promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Success, you traded 10,000 pel jug for premium mezcal for a taming saddle. Yeah, I just thought of something. What if there was an MMO where they had like permadeath, but only if you like really screwed up a main quest? Like you normally respawn, but then like you screwed up a quest so bad that you end up being executed, and in a way that there's no coming back from. And like you basically you can't use that character anymore, so you have to make a new one. You acquired the saddle then. Yes, and thanks to no small part to Mavlu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. I know. This is something I need to learn. There's something, guys. I did it. I just seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit. It was a completely stepping flow out to touch. Maybe because of the singular scent from which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. Yeah, I've never seen a good long look at one before, but it's actually kind of cute. And it spits in her face. You're only now noticing that? Sorrel, he's back. What the hell? I'm doing exactly what he said I ought to. Oh, package brought. Is it just me or is it glowing? heard tales of such abuse. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence, even in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. Jesus Christ. How do you manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows it's better. It's faced with an overwhelming strength it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Lamont. Shankalon won't win our prize throne. I'll be the one to find the golden city, and then Shaw can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught, and must suffer the horror and the hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war's merciless nature. These are what moved clans to join in the founding of Tuliyola all those years ago. Consider younger generations' village. Since birth have they fasted in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy but opportunity. Thus, as a resilient strength, we provide education. It offers much-needed lessons in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. It is true that war's misery breeds a longing of peace. I have seen with my own eyes that what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you promised, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. The Ugarlian Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors as well as they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. That is why Ulujah did not elevate the Mumulja, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has its gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. It would unite not only Tuliyola, but the star in its entirety. Well, as the Garleans tried to do too. What? Why? I may not explain myself to you. Oh, well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. I present to you your much-deserved keystone. He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even with Koana. It's like we're not even family. I'll ponder Zeralja and his mysteries later. And now I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. Grab my saddle, or practice how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Urunkanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Luke Wilmot off on our hunt. Let's see. Where are we going in? You think I have to follow this road? Yeah, I thought so. Of course. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, you have to catch me first. I can do this. I know I can. You're on Wuklamot as she marshals the courage to attempt the harrowing task of capturing a wild alpaca. Okay. There's a cheer. There. Alright,
Good luck there, Promise!
oh, voice cutscene.
Thanks. I'll need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too. Right. I'm off.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wooklamart is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
Mm-hmm.
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shaitana from Jacques Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Charlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking, and I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding this city of gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Just so.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait. Do you hear that?
They did it!
And then how many times it gets spit in the face?
You're utterly spent. And small wonder.
Well done, Third Promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
Alright. Whoops. It's early, the third promise came back to us safely. And the alpaca she tamed is a healthy-looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feet of gold. So the cactus green guy. Napoli is minded to rush ahead to the village. Orgamot still seems a bit unsteady on her feet. Hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic, though? Mate tea. I'll run to the ranch to get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time. The tea will be ready when you arrive. That's Mabu, so wisely suggest we did. I shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. Not me, I'm gonna just teleport there. Came back ahead of the others, did you? I shall hurry along with the tea then. Luke Lamont can't be that far behind. No, that tea really is magical. I feel better already. I see you become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas, what grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Until you get spit in the face again. Welcome back, third promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? My leg. Yes, there's no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it. Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Zeralja did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They are elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Gulula Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. It was before the founding in Tuliolo, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yakui, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Gululjaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of dawn servant. Our people were amazed by this imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yakui in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Gululjaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea you offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Gululjaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants, and freed the Pelu from the Yakui's subjugation. He then turned an appraising eye upon our riders and proposed to take the road to peddle our beverages. Just seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amity between the clans. So is that a few words from Gulul Jaja transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants? I've never heard the bond Papa forged with the Pelu spoken of that in that way before. And Saga is not so detailed. Then you may not know that Gulul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up into the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. So both my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures. Well, an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, Third promised, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Mob was right. You're a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in the true Pelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. You should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. Hmm. 5 more to go. You're well on your way, Third promise. We'd have been lost without you, Mablu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. Then thank you for, thankful to you as well, Uklamat, giving me the courage to say that I wasn't sure I could ever say. Totally, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've lived every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my wards lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide, and never once I've wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear that you found your calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You'll make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Tabli. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. I'm going to suggest you talk to the Yakui. They once ruled over far more than just Uropacha and the Pelupelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Yaktaral and all its peoples. During that era, the Pelupelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. I'm guessing it's actually, But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yakui have to tell us? I'm guessing it's, They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated. Yeah, I think, we lose nothing from asking the question. Besides, if we're determined to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. Yeah, and oh, Kyle, I have a question I've been meaning to ask since we finished with the feet. Where did you acquire the earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes, pieces just like it first became fashionable in Yaktaral around 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. It's only got 3 leaves, I think. 20 years ago, right about the time my grandfather made his journey, the Dawn servant implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out, seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants. I'm curious to learn about it myself. I appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler business, eh, Mablu? Right then, that's 2 keystones down. I say we head back to Tuliolal and plan our next move. Farewell for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dawn servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. But you've heard Zaralja's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in this expansionist ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating, terrifying even. Whereas I've grown to love Lamont. Everyone she meets will come to love her, too. And that's why she'll win the throne. You might be right, Mablu. You might be right. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. No, wait, before that, I mean, by glamour. That's better. There we go. So, thank you all for watching me play Final Fantasy XIV tonight. And, of course, tomorrow, I might be playing a new, I might be playing a new game, but I think more likely it's going to be a game I've played before. Maybe in the last few weeks. And then on Saturday I'll be playing more Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. So, I'm going to go ahead and play my outro. Thank you all for watching and have a good night. Bye.
She left behind the life she knew, chasing dreams in skies of blue. No more chains to hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Oh, oh, oh. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Oh, 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 oh. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never